All right, guys, let's try this on take two. Hey, guys, it's JD from Critical. How you doing today, tonight? Oh, wherever out in the world. They say second time's a charm. I'm here with Zero Hobby. Say hello.
Hey, everybody. What's up? Zero here.
Getting Rivers. Yeah, nice of you to join us. Can't believe I did that. Hey, how you doing, buddy?
Can you click on the comments so I can't see any comments? Oh, wait, hold up. There they are. Never mind. What up, hey?
I think you can click on them too, man.
Yeah, I got it. I found it.
Yeah. Well, second time's a charm, you know it?
Hey, have Hate join us if he's got the time.
Yeah, Hate, feel free. Let me know if you want to join. By the way, how's my quality on your guys' end?
You're a little choppy, but, I mean, not bad, actually. It actually looks a little better. But you're a little choppy.
Okay.
Noobs.
Yep, noobs.
Yep, we are. It's all right. Yep. This is how you learn.
This is how you learn. But yeah.
Hey, check it out. Baby Yoda. It's kind of creepy, man.
It really is.
It's kind of creepy.
Let me hit my.
It's all right. Joe checks this out.
I'm gonna message my cousin. See what he says. Is he even in?
No.
Nope, he's not. Oh, my cousin that I play World of Warcraft and stuff with. Now it's waiting on crit. What time is it now?
It is 9:45. 9:47.
So Rivers was here. Oh. So yeah. I still can't believe I did that. Wow. You know, for my second stream, I don't think I did too bad though, you know?
Bad? No, like I said, this is how you learn. Man.
Yep.
You know, like your 10th one, like I said, just like pain, you're better at it.
Yep. Like last week, Canadian Retro was on.
Yeah.
And stuff. And we just sat here, talk, BS.
For sure.
And everything. But yeah, you know, honestly, I actually learned a lot about him too.
Did you?
Yeah. Like, he's a teacher.
Is he really?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
You know what? He totally sounds like a teacher.
Yep.
That's cool. Not that it's a negative thing.
What is up, River? River's RPG.
River, what's up, my dude?
Is that a Yoda? Yes, that is a Yoda.
Yeah, buddy. 3D Yoda head.
This is the way I have spoken.
This is the way.
Dude, that show is so good. I need to get caught up.
You know, I'm surprised just because of the way it was going with the franchise and everything. I'm not surprised because of Jon Favreau and what's his name, Phil, the director of Clone Wars. Like I knew they were going to put something good out. I just was afraid because of all the propaganda that Disney has been pushing for the Star Wars franchise. It's kind of like, man, they're going to screw this up. But since it's an original series, it's like, well, we gave it a shot. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what do they really have to lose? You know?
Right, and I got to say, I was impressed with it. A lot of people, there's people who've got their complaints and stuff like that, but you know what? It's like the same thing with all the movies. I remember when episode 1, 2, and 3 came out, there's nothing but hate and negativity, and everybody hating Jar Jar and all this crap. I'm like, look, man, fucking movie. Like, if you're entertained at the end of the movie, those little pieces in it are just what those little pieces are. I like Army of Darkness. I like fucking Army, Evil Dead 2, and like,
that's like the best one.
Those are like the best movies to me, but people are like, those movies are garbage. My wife hates that movie. She's like, the movie's garbage. But I love movies. You know what I'm saying? I love Blade Runner. Even though it's a boring, long-ass, dry movie, I love Blade Runner, But,
I don't think I have ever seen Blade Runner, believe it or not.
If
I did, I must have been like real little.
You need to sit down and know that you're going to sit down and watch that movie.
So okay, me and my cousin, we share Voodoo accounts, right? So like if I buy a movie, it shows up on his account. He buys a movie, it shows up on mine.
Right.
Stuff, right? So I guess that's how that thing works if you connect your accounts to each other.
Mm-hmm.
So me and my wife was watching Lord of the Rings, right?
Yeah.
Watched all 3 of them. Didn't realize it was the 4-hour ones.
No, it's director's cut.
Yeah.
I love it.
Get up to look outside. I'm like, hey, it's dark. What the heck? 12 hours.
Oh yeah, dude. It's and my friends and I, my gaming club, we used to get together once a year, and we would do Lord of the Rings on the weekend, and then we would do a weekend of Star Wars. And that Lord of the Rings weekend, man, because everybody insisted the director's cut, right? So it was like, all right, well, get your drawing paper, get whatever, your munchies, lay on the floor, bring some pillows and blankets and shit, because there people pass out, and we didn't judge. It was just like, hey, the movie's long and dry, man. So there's a lot of walking in this movie.
Yep.
So you gotta be okay. Knowing you're gonna spend that time watching those movies. It's a good time though. You know what I mean? You're just around your friends, you're hanging out, you're chilling, everybody's enjoying the movie. I miss those.
Oh yeah, it's those movies. Like my uncle, he's the one who got me into that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I don't regret it.
Yeah.
Somebody at work called me weird. I'm like, I'm not weird. I'm just limited edition. Get it right.
Special edition.
Yep.
Suck it, Trebek.
Like I tell my daughter, if anybody calls you weird, just say thank you. Take it as a compliment.
Yep. It's a new thing, you know what I mean? Like just that new generation. It's kind of the only benefit from the all-inclusive generation is that it's more acceptable now. Because I remember when I was a kid, I went and saw Star Wars in 1978. I stayed in the theater. It was one of those things. My aunt worked in the theater. We went. They would take us on Saturday in the afternoon to watch movies, and we watched like 3 or 4 kung fu movies in a row. We just sit in the theater and watch movies. And I remember seeing Star Wars for the first time. I literally sat through that movie 4 times in a row because I couldn't believe what I was watching on the screen. You know what I'm saying? Like I just could not. It just didn't register until like the last version of that one. My mom finally came and got me. She's like, Neil, I thought you were out playing around or something. She's like, you've been here this whole time? I'm like, yeah. Only got up to go to the bathroom. You know what I mean? But I fell in love with the movie, and Alien came out after that, and all the other movies that came out, Dragon's Lair and Willow, and just these movies were like, just don't, it was a cool thing, but it's still not a cool thing to play D&D. That kind of thing, like that was a nerd thing. Yeah,
wasn't that during the Satanic Crisis or whatever?
Yeah, that was it's that D&D era, and it's just one of those things. We went through it, and I'm glad now that it's more acceptable and it's more common. But it kind of sucks because it's a little bit more mainstream, and everybody wants to be a D&D, specialist, but it's whatever. I mean, if it promotes the hobby, it's more. The more these companies make money selling these books, the more shit they're gonna make from these games, right? Like, we're living in an era where there's a monster for damn near every miniature in the book. You know what I'm saying? Like, whereas before, you only had like the common stuff. There weren't a lot of variety. And you can do that now. They can do books based on just one monster type alone. They didn't have before, that's a cool thing. It's a good thing.
Ooh, should I do King's Gold or Black?
For what?
For my armor.
What I would do, if you're going to do armor, the secret to armor is black undercoat always first. Because gold, silver, metallic, all are designed to actually lay on top of black.
See, I did not know that.
Yep, that's a little trick of the trade. Paint it black first, nice and thin coat. Because you don't need to have complete coverage, you just need coverage. And then you paint the metallic over that, and it'll give it that. The metallic will do what it's supposed to do. It's the same thing for cars. Generally, cars in primer and gray, but it's the same thing. You put that metallic over a darker color so that it does its thing. The brighter the color, the less the metallic is able to sparkle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, see, I'm using acrylic paints.
Yep, I use acrylics too. That's all I use.
Yeah.
I used to use enamels on model cars and planes and stuff like that, but that just got too involved. I gotta fix this damn chain. Break out the green stuff and figure it out. Put some green stuff on this chin hole here. I just don't like it. Like it's just one of the parts of the cast that came out that way. It's frustrating the shit out of me. Ugly. Louder. Yes. We got this Games Workshop liquid green stuff. It's not the greatest, but it's better than rolling green stuff.
See, I use like Apple Barrel.
Oh, what is that?
This is Apple Barrel.
I mean, what is
Craft
it?
paint.
Is it putty?
No, it's craft paint.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what I use. And, it's like I bought a whole thing of like a brick. Like I spent $5 and got like 10 bottles.
Okay.
I'm like, gee, me.
Well, this stuff here, this green stuff, this is actually putty. This is actually
green stuff.
like a liquid version of it's like they said liquid green stuff, but it's not liquid. It's like just a more malleable version of putty to help you fix gaps and things like that. Stuff like that. I go with the Games Workshop only because I like the color palette that they have. And I actually I have been painting with their paint since the 80s, and I've noticed a big difference in the quality of their paint. Like they actually have changed the formula so that while you're painting, depending on the technique you use, you can get the paint to go longer, but it dries a certain way so that you can get it to work better. You know what I'm saying? That blends better and things like that. So they do formulate the paint. I don't know if it's the best, and I don't claim it to be. Like I know there's other people out there who use other stuff like the Vallejo and all these things like that, and Army paints, or I have Army paint paints as well. But I just by my experience with the Games Workshop, from my years of experience with them, I've grown to like their form. I wind up spending more on paints than I should.
Yeah.
I got a fun fact for everybody, anybody who's listening and looking for paints. Games Workshop makes paint sets, right? They make starter paint sets. You can buy all the base colors, you can buy the shade colors. And they're usually between $30 to $40 on average. They're around $38 to $40 for maybe 10 paints and a brush, and maybe a miniature. Right now, they just released. They are partnering with Barnes and Noble and other companies to do releases exclusively for them, so they can reach a better audience, right? So they have a board game out called Space Marine Adventures. It's just a standalone board game. Comes with a couple miniatures together and play this game. They just released some expansions for it, but they also released a paint set so that you can paint all the Space Marines in that set. Now, this paint set, the reason I'm bringing it up is because normally, like I said, I paid for 10 paints. I paid $38.50 shipped. This paint set at Barnes and Noble includes 13 paints that include also shades and washes and a paintbrush for $34.
Now, okay. How many mLs are the paint of? Are they the standard?
12 ml, just like this regular pot right here. It's the same size, which is what I check, because normally they'll release a smaller pot.
Yeah.
Like some kind of deal, but they're actually the 12 ml pots. So you're getting a really good value. And if you're a member of Barnes & Noble's book club, like if you just go and sign up to the free book club thing, every now and again they'll send you 10 to 20% off coupons that you can already use with your membership at 10% off. So if you're a member, you're already getting 10% off automatically. Now, if you get your coupon, you can get up to 30% off on a paint set that is far better and cheaper and more value than any other paint set they offer anywhere else in the world. And I just realized that I'm trying to get a hold of one so I can do a video, just let people know, get this paint set because it comes with a lot of essential colors that you're gonna use gold, silver, black, yellow, you know what I'm saying, white, the shading, aggressor shade, which is like a neutral, natural earth shade. There's just colors in there that are like invaluable to have in your paint collection.
Yeah, honestly, I really don't want to spend like $7 or how much is one of those?
These little pots right here, they're about $4.50, $5.50, something like that. It's like when it comes out to about $6 and some change when you're done with these taxes and stuff, depending on where you're at. Or what I would do generally, what I do is I'll wait for a deal, or I'll get a box set. The box sets are used anytime you get a painting set. You're getting those cheaper. Plus, you're getting a cheapo brush you can use for whatever. Maybe some miniatures, depending on what you want, what you want to spend the money on. But I always wait for either a sale or a Black Friday or whatever, you know what I'm saying, or a discount. Most of the game shops that I shop in will give you, like, if you purchase so much stuff, they'll give you like 10% or 20% off. And I always do that. Or I'll shop on the internet, on eBay, find some places that sell it cheap. Because, you gotta shop smart, you know what I'm saying? That's rule one for any type of miniatures, things like that. Otherwise, you're paying out the ass.
Yeah, that's one thing that kind of turned me away from buying those because of the price.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's all a matter of preference, right? Like, and if you find a paint line, right? And this is for any artist. I've been drawing before I was painting. You know what I'm saying? You find a material that you are comfortable with, you learn how to use. The only thing that's going to change that for you is if someone makes that same material of better quality, right? Like graphite is graphite, a pencil is a pencil, but if you can get a technical pencil that actually controls the lead better, has a smoother, softer lead, you're going to probably go with that because it's better lead. But generally, you're going to find your product and stick with it if you know it, you like it, you know what I'm saying? It provides the tools you need to do the job. I mean, that's just my take. Like I said, I've been doing miniatures since they. I'm like, I'm sticking with their formula because I do like their formula. Like I got regular acrylic paint, and I use it on things like my gypsy house. And the way its consistency is and it dries, it doesn't work for miniatures and things that I want to do. It's just for big projects that I just need to cover. For something like this, I wouldn't use that kind of paint. But I would use the $6 bottle of paint on this because I know the quality of paint. It's tough paint too, so I mean, you can handle it after like only a few minutes of use. So that's my thing too. These big old ears.
No joke. So is that supposed to be? You said that's supposed to be Baby Yoda?
Yeah. So, you know what it looks like to me, and I mean, it is Baby Yoda. You can tell from the size and shape of the eyes. But what it looks like to me is somebody took Yoda and exaggerated his features. You know what I'm saying? Baby Yoda's ears don't point up like they go straight. You know what I'm saying? It's different. So this looks like a Yoda that they manipulated to make it look like Baby Yoda.
Could be.
I mean, which is probably that's what you do by a reverse engineer. I mean, that's my thought. I mean, I don't know. There's something funny about the structure of the face, like the cheekbones and stuff. Just kind of make it.
Hey, the washes are really nice to have, Crit. Yeah,
yes.
See, I make my own. When I started, I made my own.
Yeah, what do you call it? Hey, you know what? In my community, in the gaming community, they call that liquid talent.
Liquid talent.
So, I mean, it's honestly, God, you put your base colors on, you throw a wash over something, a good wash, that model looks almost done. You know what I'm saying? Like, if the wash is good, it'll cover all your mistakes, and it'll go where it's supposed to go in the recesses, and it'll shade your model the way it's supposed to shade it. I mean, they call it liquid talent for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. On my first miniature that I ever painted, I bought one of those Nezers, whatever minis, since it was a pack of two, Tiffany Grocer. And one of them had, it has a jacket. They both got jackets, but one of them I turned into painted a brown color. And I I painted it all up. And then I put my homemade black wash on it. It made that brown leather jacket, made the jacket look brown and leather and old.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, wow. I showed it to my cousin. He goes, "Where did you get the wash?" I'm like, "I made it."
Yeah, you can. Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you're looking to save some money, there's definitely formulas for washes. You can do some dish soap. You know, like some cleaner, a little bit of cleaner, and water and ink.
Yeah,
You
I
can buy
use
inks from Michaels like fucking super cheap, and washes are
really.
basically like black tone, brown, and like gray. There are three different like main washes. Because anything you're gonna shade with any one of those three colors. You know what I'm saying? Gray, brown, and black are the main wash tones. So you can buy those inks at Michaels for like a couple bucks. You know, you can get like pretty big bottles, and then you can, you know, get yourself like a milk jug, get yourself some soap, dish soap, or whatever. I think so. It might be like house cleaners. There's a formula for it. It's out there. I personally am like, I don't have a space for a big ass milk jug of wash.
Well, see, I know, like, I just
Yeah, we're gonna try
put a
and
wash like this.
yeah. Okay.
So I just made enough in there. Like, I put in like a bottle like this, and just then transfer it whatever I use over there.
Yeah. Hey, you're right. If you're not gonna spend on a palette, get a good wash. I gotta get my water palette soon. So I'm gonna use Barbarian Flesh from Army Painter. I'm gonna use it on the inside of the ears to see if I can get that kind of that sun through that. You know what I'm saying? Like you watch the show, every time he's away from the sun, you can see the light through his ears. I was kind of hesitant about doing that. I'm not sure if I wanted to, but I think I'm gonna just try it and see what happens. The worst comes to worst, I can just do it. But we're gonna give it a shot and see how it goes.
I think I'm gonna need like a couple layers of this gold or this bright yellow.
So you know, the trick is right. They say two thin coats, right? And it sounds like a joke, but it's better to get a thin non-covering coat, multiple thin non-covering coats because they'll eventually cover, than one thick coat. You know,
Okay.
you can't take back. You know what I mean? You can't take the paint back. You know what I mean? Otherwise, you got to wash the miniature off and clean it off completely. So they say just apply a watered down or medium. Use medium to thin down the paint, but it won't mess up the particles. You know, and I just started using medium. That shit's phenomenal. Get some. You should get some. You can make medium too. I know there's a formula for that too. I just don't know what. Oh, that's fucked up.
Yeah. This is.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, what happened?
The whole top popped off the paint. It's shot paint everywhere.
Oh. Remember, there's no mistakes, just critical fails.
That was a critical failure. Oh, fucking glass marble got stuck. That's what it is.
See, I thought about putting some BBs in these.
Yeah, I got a glass BB in the dropper, but the dropper head is just big enough for the BB to get stuck in there.
Oh, that bites.
These are 8mm too. You gotta get the size BB. But it's all right. You make lemons out of them. I'm gonna take a step away. I'm gonna go clean my water pot and get a rag.
Yeah, I gotta go let girlfriend in or my dog. I'll be right back.
Hey, keep the people entertained, bro.
Okay, so you're telling me I need to thin them some more? Hate. Let's see. Then your paints. Thin them more. Okay. I better get my dropper then.
I'm back. I gotta clean this table off otherwise we'll have peach colored paint everywhere. So how did you get into Dungeons and Dragons, kid? You there? Okay. Anyway. What's going on, Hate?
You want melted ice cream? Okay. Hey, I'm new this year when I picked up this hobby. So,
How did you get into it?
well, when I got into this hobby, or basically through D&D.
No, I know. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, how did you get into D&D?
Well, okay, when I was a kid, I've always wanted to play it and stuff, but never didn't really have the money or anything. And then a couple of years ago, I came across Critical Role. Watched it. I'm like, dude, that honestly looks fun and stuff.
Right.
And just from there, I picked up 3 cool books. Then ever since then, it's just been going from there.
Great. I'm gonna use my medium, my new favorite tool. Mix the paint.
Hey, this is the paint I use. Maybe that might help. Yep. Then, just so my homemade wet palette that I made. It kept my paints good for a month.
Oh, did it?
Yeah. Well, because I guess my cousin was telling me it's all about the humidity.
Yeah. Well, it's also depending on the paint product too, right? Like,
yeah,
some are designed to stay wet longer, and some are designed to dry faster, so you can go on multiple coats. You know.
Yeah. But hey, I wish Sean his opinion about something. Okay, hey. So I'm going to remove this one. Here's my first mini I ever painted. Yeah. Oh, Overboard DM. Hey. What's up, brother?
What's up, Overboard? My dude, cool.
So this here is my first ever mini. I had just like a cheap brush from my daughter's paint set and stuff. I don't know how good of the quality is picking up.
It's not bad. I mean, move your hand over a little bit. There you go. Over the other way. The other way. Sorry.
Oh, here we go. So this is the first tiefling. Then here's the one I used the wash on for the jacket.
Okay.
But yeah, look at that jacket.
Okay.
Yeah. So
that's your first name?
Yeah, that is the first. Technically this is the second.
Okay.
But yeah, the wash on this. Yeah, believe it or not, here. Okay, so believe it or not, I use those same paints, the apple barrel paints on these.
Oh, okay.
Then my homemade wash. Oh, thank you, Hate. What, you're saying this one was way better? This is my very first meeting. Hate.
Talking shit, hey. Don't be talking shit, man.
No, he's saying my first mini was better than his. Yeah, that's probably because my internet sucks. I'm not quite for sure. Plus, I'm using my phone and some programs, so. But yeah, wow, the light's really picking up on that one. I like that.
I'm using a poor man's palette. My little palette right here is from my lunch meat. It's a little plastic strip of a piece of strip plastic from lunch meat packages.
Okay, so here's my white palette. It's just a like a repurpose what the lunch meat comes in with 2 sponges from the dollar store and parchment paper. That's my wet palette.
It's not bad.
Yeah. Well, like I said, it kept them good for a month. That's a big ass baby Yoda. Zero, you're putting hair on that baby Yoda's head?
You know what? Unfortunately.
That's what Overboard said.
I wish I could. I keep touching the fucking chain, and I'm trying to let that green stuff dry. I gotta do it again. It's all right. No, I wish I could put hair on there, but no. It's just the way it was molded. I guess you kind of didn't want to put hair on there, which would probably look even creepier if I had hair. Just saying.
Yeah, I use cheap paints also, says Save. What kind of paints do you use, Save? Or Hate? How much did that run you total? You talking about my wet palette? Overboard? Or my paints?
One of the local gaming clubs invited me out tonight for doing a Friday the 13th viewing.
Uh-huh.
They're watching a bunch of the Friday the 13th movies. And I was like, damn, I would go. Totally go. But y'all are sick.
That's ghetto.
I'm immune compromised, so I can't be around y'all sick motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
my paint cost me, I don't know, $5-6 total for a total of 10 to 12. And and the palette basically just cost me $2 for the cost of the sponge. Everything else I had. Don't tell my wife I'm using her parchment paper, please. Brushes, I'm just using cheap brushes. So I'm trying to do what.
Oh, look at that! You see that? Rumble.
Ooh.
Don't hand me the ball. You gotta look. Hey, Cooch, tell me what you think, man. I mean, looks like a gremlin, doesn't it?
Yeah, Wicked Colors airbrush bottles.
Man, I am.
Y'all hear John joined a bike gang? Really?
Did he really? No. Wait a second. Hold up. Hey, I was under the impression that he could not walk. He was in a wheelchair.
No, he has a fake leg.
Oh, okay, prosthetic. Okay. All right.
Someone has a buzzing or whistling sound. Is that me?
Might be my computer fan. Because my computer fan's on.
Yeah, I'm muting myself. It wasn't it. Let's see though. I've live streamed with him before. Okay. Let me try something. Yeah, I muted myself and it was still there on my end. So it could be a computer fan. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it might be. I'm just saying. Because my computer is close to my mic, but my mic should not be picking it up. I should have it on Omni, so not Omni, but single direction. So it's only be picking up from the front. It shouldn't be picking up from the back.
What kind of mic do you have?
I got a Snowball.
Me too.
Yeah, it's the cheapest I could find that was like omnidirectional. Because originally I bought it because I wanted to do table talks. I did a couple of table talks already, but I didn't have a mic for it, and I was like, I want to do more of these, but I didn't have the proper mic, so I went out and got the best one I could find for the price.
Oh, I know that if he hears Baby Yoda, I'm going to show up at his door like Django. Oh. No, he doesn't have a fake leg. I've asked him. Oh, so John does.
So
he's going to rent a sidecar?
I mean, how is he? I thought he couldn't walk. If he can walk, then that's cool. Whatever. I didn't think he could walk, or at least he had trouble doing it. Because I mean, riding a bike's not a joke, man. You need legs, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, well, not necessarily, I guess, but you're gonna have to stop sooner or later. You know what I mean? And that's, you know, I've been on bikes. You know what I'm saying? I own my own. It's, you know, people with full limbs, like. Dry brush.
Hey, does your son still have that other computer on?
No.
Oh.
No, he's on the PlayStation.
Nope. So I'm trying to do what she on that paint over the black.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, it works a lot better than just painting the straight.
Yeah. You gotta let that black dry. And like I said, the nice thing about black, and this is why a lot of beginner painters, and this is just something that I learned throughout the years. Beginners usually, I'll tell people all the time, primer and black, always primer and black, right? Because as a beginner, you're going to learn a lot of techniques. You're going to go through a lot of techniques. You go through a lot of models, but you don't have to look like you're a beginner. You know what I'm saying? Like primer and black, because black already provides shadow and recess, right? So if you miss a spot with paint, it's already shaded for you. That's more advanced painters use white, gray, they use different scales of color, like especially if you're doing zenithal, highlighting and stuff like that with airbrushing. But if you're not and you're just starting, I would suggest start with black primer and work your way up to a different color like gray or white. Because gray is a good primer, but you have to know how to use your light and dark tones on gray. You have to know what red looks like on gray as opposed to what red looks like on white, as opposed to what red looks like on black. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah. See, I started with gray.
Yes, all those colors, all three of those base colors change the primary color. All right, I'm gonna try and dry brush the eyelids and the mouth and the nose.
So see if I can get to the same vest talking shit. I saw that John was streaming today, but I had my kids around, so I didn't watch it.
Yeah, he was streaming earlier. He was doing buddies in the hotel room. I didn't get to watch too much of it.
Sorry about that. I hit my mic.
So there we are. I'm dry brushing just the tip of the nose, just lightly, so that we can have that, that kind of like that the hollow skin look. I don't go too far. Yeah, it's a little too much.
I just got a set of airbrushes and I feel like a new begin. You know what? Tell me how that goes, because I'm thinking about getting like an airbrush since
I have one. It's an older one. It's cheap, and my compressor is pretty cheap. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to get a stealth compressor so that I can paint while my wife's here and stuff and not disturb her. Because that's the thing with the compressor, right? It's super loud. But I really have to work on my airbrushing. This thing here would have been done already if I had my airbrush. You know what I'm saying? Like I would have already been.
Shoot first. Oh, those ears look fantastic.
Oh, what's up, Joe? That's my boy. That's the guy who sent me the Yoda head. Look, I'm painting on his lips and his nose, Joe. I'm hoping you dig it, my dude.
Crit, make me a mod. Tell me how I do that.
Make you a mod? What? For what? All right, I'm going to take a quick look on my PC because I got a big old picture of Yoda. Give me a second, guys. I want to take a look at little Yoda here and see where his eyeshadow is and his colors, because he's got colors. Where are you, baby Yoda? You son of a bitch.
I'm right here.
There you are. Booyah. Yep, right around the inside of the eyes, the nose, a little bit of the lips. Okay. Bang, bang. Got it. Doing this. So I'm gonna do the eyelids here. You dry brush that a little bit just to get that color in there. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, buddy. And I gotta do the eyes. A lot of people think that he's got black eyes, but he doesn't. He actually has brown eyes. But his pupils are so big, it doesn't show very well. You know what I mean?
Really? If you thin them down, you still can't use them as a. I swore somebody said you could.
What's that?
Hate was saying that you can't use Apple Barrel paints in an airbrush.
You can't use what paint in airbrush?
Apple Barrel, like craft paint.
There's certain paints that won't work, but I mean, if you get the right medium, I don't know. I mean, the best thing you can do is try, right? Like, the worst thing you can do is try, and if it fails, you make sure you're practicing on something that's not crucial. That's honestly why I bought a fuck ton of miniatures. Not hashtag not for kids, but I always buy a ton of miniatures. And it's like, yo, I would rather practice on a $2 skeleton than a $30 40K figure. You know what I'm saying? So that when I get to that $30 40K figure, people are like, oh my god, it's fucking fantastic. Like, yeah, because I went through like 10 skeletons to learn how to do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can't wait.
Look
So,
at
like,
that.
shoot first. You're saying you're going to put that on a baby's body and take it to the premiere? That's going to be awesome. So,
Yeah, buddy, that's looking good. I'm excited. Found the right color, barbarian flesh. It's the color. It's the color on me. Ears are almost dry, so I'll do a second coat on the ears, and then I'll put a little bit of red tinge inside the inside of the ear. Yes. Tristan, here real quick. Good.
yeah, I'm just glad I can stream something now with.
Yeah, buddy. That's look. How's it look? See how the pink? Yeah. Look good. What's up, my dude? Yeah, so Joe's the guy I was telling you guys before. He does the custom lightsabers. He started doing originally PVC sabers. Like he would take PVC pipes, cut them up and put the wrappings on them, put the electronics in, just a little click switch, for your blade, and put a little a screw in for a blade holder. I mean, he started real basic, but yet, Joe's always had a passion for Star Wars. I mean, I used to play airsoft with the guy. And I remember one time we were playing at a haunted house event, and we were going through one of the floors, sweeping the floor, to clear the room. And all of a sudden, this lightsaber comes on, and I was like, it was cheesy, but at the same time, we almost all shit our pants because it was like, what the fuck? There's a dude with
Really, who brings a lightsaber to a gunfight?
The best Jedi ever. That's smooth.
Hey, y'all, shoot at me! Pew, 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 pew.
I mean, he's awesome. He's awesome. I'm just glad I stuck. I stayed in contact with him, and we were working together. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, Chris.
Joe,
You can't spray anything.
look at that. Look at those eyes, man. I don't know if the cameras can pick that up, man, but I just did a little bit of pink. Just really subtle around the eyes there, and then on the mouth, and then the tip of the nose, like just there. I'm going to do it on the ears, too, just the tips. Just tips. And we're going to keep rocking and rolling, Joe. Yeah.
Oh, boy, that is okay. I believe I'm sub to you. So I kind of finished, I'm still printing off my dungeon tiles from Thingiverse, and God, they take so long. Like one 2x2 dungeon tile takes an hour to print. But honestly, I'd rather do that than go out and spend like what 30 to 40 on 20 tiles.
Dwarven Forge.
Yeah.
Careful, Cujo's on here. Cujo buys that stuff. You know what? I like Dwarven Forge.
But I don't have the money for it.
I gotta say I like Dwarven Forge. I always have, right? But my problem is just, for me, it's the cost, right? Like I just can't afford it. You know what I mean? Not for what I'm doing. I've actually made tiles for D&D. I've made tiles for. When we started our gaming club, there was nothing that there was very little scenery out there, right? You could buy like woodland scenic stuff, like train sets, and you could build your own stuff. So I had to learn like ASAP how to build scenery and how to build terrain for wargaming and stuff like that. And like, I had friends who are architectural draftsmen, and they were like, "Oh, you're not building that house right. You got to start with a frame." But I'm like, listen, it's not a fucking house. This is a piece of blocking terrain for a miniatures game. It just needs to look good. It doesn't need to be practical.
Yeah, no joke, right?
So you have to learn when you're making scenery for gaming. You have to learn like what realism versus like practicality. You know what I'm saying? Can you get miniatures on it? Can you get miniatures around it? If not, it's just a big piece of thing in the way. So it's there's a little bit of give and take when it comes to that stuff. But you learn all that. And like I said, there was no YouTube was like fledgling when I first started doing the gaming club. And the whole time I was in this club, I was telling people like we should get pictures of everything, we should video document everything. My club mates were like, it's a waste of time, it's a waste of time. Now there's big, huge groups out there that do this and make a living off of it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting there like, who told you guys that? Oh, that's me.
Yeah, I know, right? Like people don't listen.
Plus, a lot of times you know what it is that people just don't have that foresight to look further, to look beyond their nose. You know what I'm saying? And it's not a negative thing per se, but sometimes those people are in the moment and they see what's in the moment, but sometimes they just can't look past that. It's like, big world out there. I don't know if the camera's going to short, but I just look underneath of the brow. This is looking really good.
I can see it.
You see it? Like,
I went overboard. Hey, you know what? If you get tired of that stuff, let me know. I'll give you my address and you can just send it on me.
For real. That's truth. That's truth right there.
Or if you just need to hide it from somebody, send it my way.
Yeah, they do look good, Elvis. They do. Those pieces of scenery look phenomenal, and I mean, I don't think I could produce something of that high of a quality with that durability. I'm using foam core and cardboard and stuff like that, but I mean, you pay for that cost, right? You pay for that appearance. It's like Pujo was saying in his video. He did crystal caverns. I had suspected this from the very beginning with Dwarven Forge. I was like, it's really cool looking. It looks very claustrophobic. And I know monsters in Dungeons and Dragons can squeeze through corridors and stuff, but if you've run any type of adventures, like once a monster starts to squeeze, that's it, it's over. They're going to get killed. They're already weak compared to the party. And if you have to make them do things like squeeze and maneuver to get to the party, they're going to die. The party's just going to, murder hobo everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that the monsters should always win. I'm just saying that, you got to have some kind of give them a chance, right? Otherwise, it's not a challenge, and then the players are going to be like, the game was open.
Yeah. Well, like Wednesday, I was doing my session, and I left my notes here at home, so I'm running everything from my head and everything. And one of my players, he's a Sungblade wizard or whatever from Sword Coast.
Yep.
So like, I'm like, you're a power gamer, aren't you? Because he's a demon too. He goes, yeah. I'm like, okay. And he's thinking, he goes, wait, so these guys should be dead. I'm like, yeah. I upped their health just for you. He goes, you what? I'm like, yeah. They have like double, triple the health on some of them. He goes, nice. I would never thought about doing something like that.
I mean, as a GM, you got to be. Pete and I were talking about this before. You got to be flexible. You got to be able to Johnny on the spot some things. And yeah, there's always someone in the rules lawyer and say, oh, we're gonna call you like next week and say, I looked through the dungeon master guide. There's nothing in it that says you can change shit. And I'm like, well, look at the first paragraph. You know what I mean? It says I can write the story if that's it. If I know that you guys don't know what trolls are and what their weaknesses are, but you guys supposedly know it all of a sudden, come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be realistic about who did what here. And I'll fudge dice rolls, and I know people don't like hearing that, but I'll fudge dice rolls. It's like, listen, I'm a miniature wargamer, so I'm used to rolling 30, 40 bones at a time, right? So when I roll a D20, I'm rolling hot, like a lot of times. And I'm talking hot. I'm talking 19s to 20s, a lot. So I'm telling people, I fudge rolls for you. I don't fudge them for me, because if I let those rolls stand, people will be dying.
Yeah, I do it for the story.
Yeah, I don't, things like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't try to change statistics like monster abilities and things like that unless I'm creating a different type of monster. Because then that's arguable. Like, that's like, hey, man, vampires can't fucking walk on water. That's their main weakness. Like, well, this guy can't. Surprise. You don't want to do stuff like that, because then you have to be consistent with it, and that's hard to be consistent with. But, stats and dice rolls and shit.
Batwoman. Oh, when am I painting? I'm painting. I just printed something up today. It's a knight with a sword, but his sword broke. So, but I'm like, I'm just gonna paint him up. Probably turn him into like an NPC or something. to the game. Oh, hey, look, there's the logo.
There it is up in the corner.
Yep. I was able to put it in OBS and stuff. So make sure you guys, if you guys want to talk to any of us, come to Tabletop Dungeoneers. I'm going to have the link for it in the description after the video's over.
Join the party.
Yeah. It's a very active group. I have to say, this is probably one of the most active groups I've been in. You know, we need to promote the Facebook group too.
Yeah, actually, I was just thinking about that today. We got to actually set up, because I invited a bunch of people. And I realized that inviting them is actually including them. I didn't realize that inviting them was giving them the option. Like I didn't. it just made them part of the group. But we need to set up some rules for the group on that page, just so that. And I think there's a generic rules profile. You can just click on what you want to select, like no bullying or whatever.
Yeah.
Just to have it, just because if we're going to be an open discussion group, we want to have something that people know that, hey, you got to be respectful, man.
Exactly. Well, I've noticed there's a lot of us. I'm bad at Facebook. Oh, let's see. That's cool. You got to show me how to do that. You know what? I will. I'm guessing you use OBS too for your stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So yeah, I don't know. The one thing I love about the group is we don't judge each other. We ask for each other's opinion. We're straight up honest, and we don't give each other crap about it.
Well, I judge. I judge all the time, secretly, privately.
Yes, I use OBS.
I judge myself.
I judge myself. You know what? Hey, whenever you're off on a day, I'm off on a day. I would be more than happy to show you how to do this stuff. I'm more of I'll show you how to do it, then explain it to you. If that makes sense.
Sorry.
I totally suck at explaining things.
Say what now?
I said I suck at explaining things.
All right. Ears. I'm nervous about painting these eyes. They gotta be right. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Otherwise, no look for target. Excuse my friend. I don't want him to be retarded.
Oh wow! I should have painted the black.
What's up?
I should have painted the cape black first. That it's like that blue is so much brighter.
Yeah.
Up with that black.
Well, the thing is, like, blue is it's more of an opaque color, so it's not as translucent as like red or yellow. Like yellow is one of the hardest colors to work with. It's actually a very hard color to paint. You gotta have some experience and like trial and error with it. But blue is a pretty solid medium. You know what I mean? Like it'll go over black, it'll go over white, it'll go over gray, and it'll almost stay the same because it's a cold tone. Cold tones usually go over those three colors pretty well, whereas like red and yellow are warm tones and they don't go over. You gotta layer them. You know, that's just my experience. I don't know. I could be lying to you. But,
Wow, somebody's in trouble. I hear the cop cars.
Coming to get you, Hate.
And if he's somewhere near my small town, sure, why not? You know, another thing I can say, I've learned so much from everybody in the group too. Just from what we're posting and stuff.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys. You know what I'm saying? Okay. it's one thing to join a community, but it's another thing when the community is reserved or introverted. You know what I'm saying? It's like nobody wants to share, nobody wants to give away their secrets, quote unquote. You know what I'm saying?
Like I contacted some of the like Luke Hart from DM's Lair.
Yeah.
I asked, I got after I started this channel and stuff. I asked him like, "Hey, can you watch a couple of my videos and let me know what you think?" And he actually gave me some tips.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, thank you. He goes, anytime. I was new too, so I'm just passing it on.
That's a rare thing, brother, because not a lot of guys do that.
Yeah, Nerdarchy, I asked him if he could do it first.
Yeah.
He said, "Nope, sorry, I can't." And like somebody else did too. I'm like, but they're busy guys though too.
It's funny is when I started my channel, like I said originally, I started it for my friends. They have something to show them, whatever. And I would every time I put a video up, I'd call them or text them, "Hey, I put a video up. You guys want to check it out?" I send them a link. I thought I was doing my diligence. One of my buddies, I went to his house and I was like, "Oh, I put a video up of Rob's Army. I don't know if you saw it." He's like, "Yeah, I saw it." I was like, "What do you think?" He's like, "It was all right." I was like, and I realized at the moment, I was like, "He didn't watch the video, right?" Like, and he's my best friend, one of my best friends. And I was like, "All right, well, what part about the video did you like? Which was your favorite part?" And he was like, where you were talking about the blah blah blah. And I was like, "Oh yeah." Because I don't think I mentioned that at all. So why don't we turn it on right now, watch the whole fucking thing, so you can point out exactly where it is you like this video. You know what I'm saying? And I sent it to everybody because it's like, listen, guys, watch these videos. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Help me out. You know what I'm saying? Like, tell me if you think there's something I can change. Whatever, right? And it turned out that the only person that would really do that for me was my nephew, because he had already started a channel. He had started his own channel, Dave's Addictions. He does all his car stuff on there, and he was the only one that came in. Video quality is really low. You got to get a better mic. You got to learn how to edit. Like he was on me constantly, like, dude, you got to learn how to edit. You got to learn how to put music in. You got to learn how to. You need an intro. You know what I'm saying? So he's been pushing me. And I'm like, I appreciate it, because my other friends, the people who I actually made the videos for, they're just like, "Yeah, that's cool." And it turns out they're not even watching my videos.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like crap. My my stuff is like, oh crap! I just messed up. I should have painted the helmet yellow.
It's all right. Let it dry, and you can just go over it, man. It's acrylic.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'll just finish painting it blue. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, that like, who was it in the group that was asking how do you make an intro? That one day, was it you or?
I don't know, because I'm in the process of I just downloaded a cheap template intro. That's what my intro is right now. It's just a cheap one that we put my name on. But I'm actually in the process of working with a friend of mine who's actually creating my intro now. He's doing a 3D intro. It's going to be totally 80s retro Tron era neon. It's pretty badass.
See, mine I made off of some website, Panzoid or something like that, and I just part of a free song from YouTube.
Yeah,
and it's just like I think like a 5-second clip where it just go boom. Like, you know what? That
yeah.
And my cousin was like, dude, that's like retro like right there. So I just kept it ever since.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like your intro, and I like Hates. You know what I mean?
Hates is awesome. I wish I could
hit the sirens.
hit the sirens.
I just had it.
I do like his Monster Manual.
Roulette.
Yeah.
Roulette. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
That's so fucking cool. And the fact that he can just put it out, that's the coolest part. Like, you know how fucking cool that is? Copyright that shit, right?
thinking once I get enough money saved up, I am going to get me another webcam and just hook into my computer.
Yeah.
Probably one I can put on like one of these stands. So probably about a $50-$60 one. Because like my face cam is a 720p that I gave like $25 for at Walmart.
Yeah.
I'm like, for headshots and stuff, that's not bad.
No, if you're not moving around too much, 720 is fine.
Yeah.
I used it for the first year. My video camera was really old, but when I bought it, it was like top of the line. It was 720, and I had to use that. I actually had somebody just recently watch a video. And I was like, "Dude, you need to get a better camera." I'm like, "You need to watch my videos." I was like, "You motherfucker!" I was like, "You mean like it is?" Like I linked him the newest video. I was like, "Here you go. How about that? How about now?" I mean, I wasn't mean or anything, but it was just kind of like, bro, you watched one fucking video that was done over a year ago. Like,
Yeah. One of my plans. Oh, it was like one of you guys has my Xander's guide. I'm like, I'm gonna need to message him. Yeah, picked it up by mistake. Let me see if I can do it.
all right, I'm going to go deep brown for the eyes. I'm gonna try these eyes out. Okay, I'm gonna do my best to get these fucking eyes right. I could never get eyes right. I'm gonna do it today. I'm feeling it. So, where is my brown? I'm going to use Rhinox Hide from Games Workshop. This is the deepest brown that they got. I would use the contrast paints, but I don't want thin layers. I want a nice thick layer so that the eyes, I can cover up some of the grooves and elements. Camouflage with a dark palette and a thick coat. So here's where I break my rule of 2 thin coats. It's not my rule, it's actually suggested, but here's where I break that.
So how is that contrast paint?
I'll be honest with you, it's okay for experienced painters. It's like a wash. It's almost like a wash, like a jelly wash. You know what I'm saying? I would not recommend it for new people at all. I actually did a whole video on it because I tested it out on some models and stuff like that. And if you know how to blend, if you know how to dry brush, if you know all these other techniques like wet blending, things like that, it will be valuable to you because the flow of the paint, right? But if you're not familiar with a lot of these processes, they're not really good for you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna look, you're gonna make a mess, and you're gonna see it as a mess, and you're gonna be like, "Holy crap, this is fucked up. I messed up this model." But contrast, because they're designed to like go in the recesses like a shade, like a wash, but also give it highlights, which is really weird. It's a weird thing. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not careful, you can make a mess of it. This space right here was painted with contrast, and I still have to finish the base, but this was just the green contrast on and black contrast and brown contrast. So there's no other colors on here but the contrast. And again, if you know how to use the paints and the way paint flows and stuff like that, you can benefit from the contrast. But if you're not familiar with it, it could be very messy. You know what I mean? It's one of those things that can get messed up. I bought like a bunch of
shoulder. No, I like that beholder the way it is. Hate. Contrast paints are the fast though. If you want to, you know what? Hey, just posted it. Contrast paints are fast though. If you want to knock out a bunch of minis, use contrast to base everything, then just come back and touch them up with a normal paint.
Oh. True. I used to batch paint skeletons. That was like my favorite thing to do was batch paint skeletons. And let's say I had like 20 skeletons to paint, I would definitely go with contrast because I know how to use it and I know what techniques are to make those skeletons pop. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, throw on their base colors with the contrast, and then you go back and you highlight or whatever with your top layer colors. So you're not wrong. I mean, that's definitely, a thing. But you got to be, like I said, you got to know paint. You got to know how paint works. You got to know how it flows. You got to know when to push it, how much to thin it. You know what I'm saying? I'm still learning how to thin paint properly. It sounds silly, but I never did it. I just went straight from the pot, 90% of the time. I didn't consider you could actually freaking thin your paint with medium. Like I never used that shit. But now I like it. He's brown going. Brown. Brand new pot of paint.
Yeah.
You can hear it crack. But you gotta shake it. Shake the paint.
Let's see. Contrast paints are quick. They're not about winning any contests. I've heard guys win like contests with a 25 brush and craft paints.
There's people who won contests so far with contrast models. There's been guys. I'm telling you, man, these professional painters like Miniac and stuff like that, and Luke's Act, these guys are professional painters, man. They can knock that shit out with like Chris from miniwargaming.com. He was knocking models out left and right, and he can still win a trophy with the contrast paint. That's a given. Guy had talent coming out of that.
So okay,
years of experience.
Who was it? I can't think of the channel, but I swore one of the guys from miniwargaming.com had a another channel.
All right, here we go. Do some eyes.
I can't think of it. I'll probably know it later. Poor Man's RPG. That's it. I swear that's one of the guys from Mini Wargaming.
They just fired the head scenery guy and the head painter. They got rid of them after they built their bunker up in Canada.
But they're not just for using contrast. They airbrush and come back over the contrast. Oh.
What now?
He said, but they're not just for using contrast. They airbrush and come back over the contrast.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not there. That may be the case. But I know I was watching Chris do a demonstration on the live feed once. Like a couple Marines knocked them out, and I was like, oh, you didn't get the contrast the first time you use it. Some people are like that. Some people, I know a couple guys in my club that were like, when I first met them, they couldn't paint for shit. And they hated it, but then when they got years gone by, these guys are doing like, they can do for missions, armies, you know what I'm saying? Like they can paint armies for money. That's how good they got, you know what I'm saying? So, time in.
Yeah, well, like when I printed those 10 dwarves, I asked the guy, I'm like, do you want them primed or do you want them as is? He goes, well, it costs any extra to prime. I'm like, it won't take that much, so no. He goes, if you want to prime them, prime them. So I primed them for him. It was my first attempt on batch priming. Because I just took the can and just sprayed it and make sure I got it what I could. The guy was impressed.
Well, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's cool that you're able to help someone out like that.
Yeah. He asked me when I'm running low on filament and stuff. He goes, when are you going to get more filament? I'm like, why? He goes, I might have a list for you to print some stuff off. Just give me a price of how much for the stuff. I'm like, okay, I'll let you know.
There you go, man. Side chain.
Yep.
That side hustle going.
Well, I think he wants me to print off some dungeon tiles too, but I don't know about that.
Well, what I would do, it's something you're even entertaining, I would print off some tests for yourself first.
Mm-hmm.
Gauge the time, calculate how much time it takes you to actually print that, so you can give them a fair number. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the dollar value isn't just the cost of the material, right?
Yeah.
It's not if he gives you $1 for a spool of plastic, you're like, okay, well, here's your spool of plastic, that's what you paid for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're still putting wear and tear on your printer, you're still putting time in. Like you said, printing tiles takes a long time. So
yeah,
that's
for the 8, what is it? For the 6 3x3s and the 12 2x2s, it took me 24 hours.
Yeah, so that's a lot of time. So, I mean,
Train. Oh, what's this?
Just tell them, just calculate what your time is worth.
Pictures. Train.
One black eye. Look at that. He's creepy. It's not black. It's actually brown. It's a deep brown.
Oh, shoot. $1 per machine hour, including filament. Normal price PLA.
There you go. And
so,
Joe does this for a living, man. Or not a living, but this is his side hustle. So he knows.
So basically, okay, so the guy bought 10 minis from me. I told him $2 a piece from him. He agreed.
Right. I mean, and that's the thing, right? You set your price. So, and here's the thing. Just when it comes down to it, if he comes down with a list, listen, this is actually not just material, it's time. And also remember, that's wear and tear on your printer. That every time you print something for someone else, that's some shit you're not going to be able to do for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And all those things have a lifespan, shelf life.
Those eyes look great. I have to say, yeah, Overboard does have some nice terrain. Premium miniatures or terrain? What do you want Overboard's next video to be?
What does he say?
Let's see here. What do you guys want me to shoot next? Terrain or premium miniatures?
I would do terrain.
Yeah, I say terrain because you got some nice terrain, brother.
Yeah, some pretty cool shit. Some shit I'm never gonna have.
I know, right?
Thanks for bringing up paper shit, Cujo. Motherfucker.
He's like he reps. You must not be. Cujo must not be married.
No, he's not. He's not. He's single. He's single and ready to mingle.
But you know what? I've been married for 10 years. I would not change a thing.
No, not at all.
Because like before I got married, I was basically living paycheck to paycheck. Didn't have a house. Was paying rent. Never went to Comic-Con like I really wanted to.
Yeah.
And now for the past 5-6 years, I've been going to Comic-Con every year.
Nice.
Yeah. Got some nice autographs. Met Lou Ferrigno.
I met him once. I kid you not, at a convention here. And motherfucker, if my best friend was like, "Go get his autograph." Because my mother was like, "If you see Lou Ferrigno, get his autograph." Because my mother was in love with him. So I saw him. I was like, "Oh man, Lou Ferrigno!" I shook his hand. That motherfucker grabbed my hand. Like I swear to God, his hand was like a ham hock. It was like a giant piece of meat around my little hand. He stood up and he's like, "Thank you, brother." And he was like, "That'll be $20 for the autograph." I was like, "Oh, I just got jacked by Lou Ferrigno."
Dude, he picked. Okay, so I paid like $50 for my autograph, but before anything, like he got done talking to this guy before he picked up my daughter, put her on the table, and just started playing with her.
Wow.
I'm like,
he's a nice guy.
Oh,
he was just intimidating.
Oh no, I was intimidated. I was shy. I'm like, "Oh, this is Lou Ferrigno." I'm like, sweet. And he's playing with my daughter. And like I took that autograph into a store to see if I could find a frame for it.
Mm-hmm.
And the comic book store was like, "Oh, how much you want for it?" I'm like, "It's not for sale." He goes, "Everything has a price." I'm like, "Okay, $5,000."
Joe, just wait. I'm gonna wait till this dries. I'm gonna put a little white in the corners, right, for the irises, because he does have them. And then I'm gonna highlight a little bit of brown ring, because he actually has brown eyes.
How does I always turn my singleness? I don't miss your love lives.
I'm gonna do the brown ring, and then I'll do the black on the inside. So I'm gonna try and do it as straight as possible, so you don't look cockeyed. But if he does, you just tell your friend to hold him a certain way. Hold him this way. Go look at him over here.
Oh, Cujo.
What did Cujo say?
He said, let me see if I can pop it up again.
Oh,
How
yeah, I see
how
that.
does the subject always turn into my singleness? I don't mention your love lives. Because you got money.
You got all the cool toys, bro. But you don't have a Mega Gundam. That's all I gotta say about that.
I have to say my favorite Gundam series was G Gundam.
G?
Yeah. With Shining Gundam and Burning Gundam.
Yeah. And I get the premise of the story, and it wasn't terrible, but it's just the whole Street Fighter cartoony thing was kind of like, and some of the Gundams that they had in there were just like, oh my god, it's like, all right, take a knee.
Yeah, Master Gundam was pretty nice though.
Yeah, he was till he got the horse, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, then I was like, what the hell?
Okay, you got a Gundam riding a horse. I was like, what the fuck?
That Yoda looks cool. Yes, it does.
Yeah, he's getting there. Wait for these eyes to dry, and then we're gonna do my best to do the pupils and the irises. I'll even put some reflections in there if I can, and I'm gonna glaze these eyes with a gloss coat so that they shine real bright. His eyes are real shiny for some reason. So hopefully, Little Yoda will be ready for his trip home and the premiere. He can't talk. He can grunt, but he can't talk. My daughter doesn't even watch the show, but she loves the little character.
Dude, as soon as he came, I saw that scene with him carrying that cup after after the bounty hunters was fighting each other.
Yeah.
There's going to be memes the next day.
Dude, I was cracking up. Remember, my wife and I were cracking up when he lifted that beast. He held it up in the air and Mando killed it. And he was like, oh, he passed out. He was the best thing ever. He was like, I got the force. Oh, I'm tired.
Yeah, I think it takes place after of
it's,
the
3 years after
Return of the Jedi.
Yep.
But somebody was trying to tell me, oh no, it's not even part of the universe. I'm like, yes, it is.
People are saying that he's Boba Fett, and I'm like, no, let's not spoil it. I'm like, let's not spoil it. Do that.
Well, I just don't understand. Okay, so in Clone Wars, the Mandalorians took off their helmets, and in Rebels, they took off their helmets.
Yep.
So to me, it has to be a religion thing, a certain clan or something.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went with that lore. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know Disney's got that thing, right, where they originally announced, like, okay, once they got Star Wars, they're like, all right, there's no more canon. All the stuff that was canon is no longer canon. So Chewbacca getting smashed by the planet and whatever, that all didn't happen. So like, all right.
Or the red lightsaber crystals,
Yeah, and they started creating their own canon, which, okay, it's their property, whatever, you do what you want with it, you know what I'm saying? But when, as long as those changes aren't so dramatic, it's like now Han Solo's Boba Fett and Boba Fett's Chewbacca, it's like, all right, I'm okay with whatever. Let's just fix what we did. Fix the movies that you messed up on.
Yeah.
Let's keep it going. The Mando seems to be like
the only confident one.
Yeah, they're going on the right track. You know what I'm saying? They got the right people in place to make it a really good show. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the crucial part, right? Like that's the part where they could do well, or they could let it go.
Yeah. I'm really liking how this cape turned out.
Yeah, they are a small group, Joe. It's like 4 directors, and I gotta say, I've seen each episode has had a different director so far. They've switched it up. And I gotta say, each one it's been almost seamless, like the way they film. You know what I'm saying? Like it's cut like a spaghetti western, and I like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I like it. He's, honestly, and I'll be honest, and this might not be a popular opinion, but I hope he never takes his fucking helmet off because I don't like the actor and I don't like the way he looks. He looks like a very young, silly Gomez. You know what
Is he like a no-name actor?
Yeah, he was. I mean, he's fine. He's a Spanish guy, you know, and he's cool, whatever. But he just looks. He's got one of those old '80s Spanish mustaches, and I'm like, dude, don't take the helmet off. Leave the helmet on. You know
Yeah.
like I just like
I agree. I think the helmet thing is something new, not an old tradition. Yeah, same here. Definitely.
this is the way.
I have spoken.
You know, look at that.
Dude, those eyes are freaking sweet.
We're gonna color that in some more. Keep going.
Now, hey, you said Joe, right? Is that POA, ABS, or what filament is that made out of?
Oh, you're talking about Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I want to show you guys. What the hell did I do with my wool? I know it's here somewhere. Hold up, I'll be right back.
$11.11, guys. Make a wish. Or it's $11.11 where I'm at. POA. I printed it fast and didn't realize it belt had loosened, so it's not the best print. Dude, it still looks good.
Yo, check this out. This is what Joe sent me.
That is sweet.
Look at that shit, huh?
What is the build volume on your printer, dude?
Fucking huge.
Mine's only
Look at that. That is so fucking cool. I can't wait to sand this down and paint it. I'm so excited.
yeah, my build volume is only 240 by 240 by 260, I believe. No, it's 220 by 220 by 260. Almost 90.
More thing brown. Here's the brown we're
Wow,
gonna
that's a lot.
We're gonna use more Fang brown for the pupils. Go with that. This is the hard part because I'm not good at making circles, but Joe, I promise I'll do my best. Actually, you know what I could do? Okay.
Zero, that tip you gave me on the painting thin on that yellow.
What?
The tip you gave me earlier on painting like multiple layers real thin on
Yep.
yellow.
Yeah.
Turns out, thank you.
That's what's up, my dude. That color scheme you're using right now, that blue and the yellow, I've helped people paint that on Eldar for years.
Really?
Yep, on 40K, there's an Eldar faction that is that color, blue and yellow like that, and they have the hardest time with the yellow because people just think it's like any other paint. It's like, no. I'm like, no. I'm telling you, yellow is hard to paint. Thin layers will get you where you need to be. That's how you do yellow.
Cujo, nice.
And then you make yellow your dish.
Don't fuck the people, Zero. Oh.
No, dude, I'm nervous. I'm nervous, Joe. I'm a little
You know
nervous.
what you could do? You could just find a small enough circle and trace
I
it.
was just thinking of making a circle out of this tape, like a little stencil, to make the pupil so that I have something to work with. Yeah, buddy. When in doubt, take it out.
You could. You got like a coin or something? Maybe like a black marker?
Aha, magnets.
Yeah, there you go.
That is about.
That's about the size too. You need.
Well, his actually pupils are really big, but this will give me the center of the iris.
Yeah.
Perfect. Sweet. Not bad. Don't get this, Joe. Don't get it.
So that cigar box I picked up yesterday from the thrift store,
Yeah, but
I don't know what I want to do with it because this is a nice box.
I mean, you know what you can do, bro? Go to Michael's. Get yourself some felt. It's like $1 or some shit like that. Like what? And they have like a ton of colors. Get yourself some felt, and they have the sticky back. Like it's actually got a sticker on the back. You peel the back off, stick it in, and it works real good. Get some of that. Line the inside of it. You can use it as a dice box. You can use it as a travel box, carry dice, whatever. That's what I would do.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Walmart has some of those too. Some of that felt too, and I thought, when I picked it up, I'm like, "Hey, hon, like we was at Salvation Army the other day, and they had like 5-6 dice boxes. I mean, not dice boxes, but 5-6. Yeah, cigar boxes, different kinds.
Yeah.
And 2 of them was like from this honor kind had a picture of Simmer on it, and it was like, I don't really like that because for the hinge, it was just like a piece of tape.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, I like this one with a hinge. Another one would slide up and the top just slide out.
Mm-hmm.
and those was like $3 a piece. I'm like, okay, the one that actually has the hinges is $2. I'll take this one.
Right. Yeah, originally I wasn't gonna build one. I just playing so many board games and stuff like that, and I was like, I had a small space here. Like when we started doing family night and doing board games here, I had such a small space. You roll a die, man, that motherfucker goes flying. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, no, I need something to hold this shit down because I'm tired of chasing dice,
Yeah.
So I built the box, and I was like, you know what? And I also wanted to learn how to wood burn. You know what I'm saying? Like I saw people doing it. I was like, it's cool looking. Now, I don't think I can win any calligraphy contests, but at the very least, I know how the process works. So I can do like what I like is you can actually draw on the wood. Like if you're an artist, you can just draw whatever, and you can just wood burn it because it's literally drawing with a hot knife. It's pretty cool. And for those of you who already knew that, so what?
Yeah, I'm thinking about something like this every Friday night, if I can.
Do it, man. I mean, then you can have different people on too. The guys, get different
Yeah.
on. And like I said, I do mine on Wednesday during the afternoon because it's like the time I have available. But I mean, it is what it is, right? I mean, like I said, I personally like being able to live stream. Like I've wanted to do it for a long time. I did not have the resources for it.
Yeah, like if it wasn't for this program.
There you go.
Ooh, that looks sweet.
Yeah. See, and I try to get it right so that he's looking up, kind of, because that's pretty much what he does. He look up at everything. Because he's tiny, like a baby.
Get in my belly.
But yeah, I've always wanted to live stream. I just didn't have the tools or the means, and honestly, I'm still learning how to do all this shit. Like I'm still learning how to edit it properly, all that stuff. So the fact that I know you guys now helps a lot because you guys have a lot of insight. Everybody that's done, like real dice and stuff like that, the student who's got the channel who's been doing it for a while, that experience will pay off. You know what I'm saying? And I really think of Kate's idea about like everyone sharing the hashtag, tabletop engineers is a good idea.
Yeah, and I agree.
I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Minds. You know what I'm saying? So that's a great way to share that and get that word out. You know what I'm saying?
I was like, yeah, I'm gonna start putting putting like that in the my videos description, like the link for the Discord, the link for our Facebook
Yeah.
stuff. And it seems like we've been getting members on the Facebook group like it's nothing here lately.
Well, you gotta, it's still private, so you have to invite those people. So I invited a bunch of people to the group. You know what I'm saying? Like all my friends that I know are GMs or something, I invited them to the group. But what we have to do is design those questions and set it up so that people can find us, like just by looking. Because right now they can't. You know what I'm saying? Like
I can probably set it up like that.
If they type up our name, they'll see it, but they won't be able to join. You know what I mean?
Yeah, once they answer the question, we look at the answers like other Facebook groups.
Yeah, just so that we know we're not doing it bots or whatever. Me personally, I'm like, yo, make it a really hard fucking D&D question. Make it something only a GM would know. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm a GM, and there's a lot I don't know.
Yeah, but you know where to find the answer.
Yeah, it's true.
GM. You know what I'm saying? It's not always knowing the answer. It's knowing where you can find it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's always been my thing, man. Like, hey, I may not know it, but I know where to find it, and I know where to look. You know what I'm saying? And I'll get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's always been my thing. You know, you can't fault someone for not knowing everything. You know what I mean? Like, that's just ridiculous. All right, here we go. Second owl.
I don't know. What do you think so far, Zero?
I mean, he's a knight because he looks like a superhero with the yellow and blue.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I would. Okay, so you have all your base colors done, right? All your base colors are in.
Yeah, all my base colors are in.
Okay, so if you're gonna stay with the yellow, right? If that's your goal, you like the yellow, you want to stay with it. That's great. I would wash that whole model. Give him a nice wash of one color, either a black wash or gray. You could, or you could do the blue with a black wash, and you could do the yellow with a brown wash.
Ooh, I got a brown wash.
Huh?
I said I do have a brown wash I made.
Yeah, you can do that with the yellow, but thin it down. Thin down the brown wash because you don't want it to saturate that yellow. You know what I'm saying? Because then you're going to get like a muddy mustard color. So what you do is you thin down the brown, go over the yellow first. Do that first. Then do your blues. You can use the same brown, but not wash it down on the blue, and you get a really nice effect. And that'll make all those little details pop. And then
I'm gonna go get my brown wash then real fast.
All right. First try, I nailed it. Booyah! Look at the eyes. He looks sad now with eyeballs. He actually looks sad. He looks cross-eyed too. Look at me. Chalky milk.
Okay, so you said do the yellow first?
Yeah, I would do the yellow. Well, here's the thing, right? Because you want to thin down the brown for the yellow because you don't want to oversaturate that yellow.
Okay.
Unless you want to darken it up. If you really want to darken it up, take the wash straight from the pot, go right onto the whole model. Because you can actually highlight, you can touch up the yellow later. Remember, whenever you do a wash, it's not your final step. Wash should never be your final step. It should be your second step after your base colors. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so I added some water to my wash.
Okay.
I need to get a different brush. My wash brush.
Pupils up. Go. I'm going to draw a thin line. Anybody ever do that? Right.
Okay, so I put the wash on here.
You going through the whole model?
No, I'm just doing the yellow with the brown.
Looks like you thinned it down too much.
Okay.
Because what you want that wash to do is create your recessed shape. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
what it's supposed to do.
Okay, I think that's better.
You see? Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, this is my homemade brown wash I made. Using acrylic paint.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know about inks until like after I made it.
Another thing too, you got to remember, there's time, unless you're using thin layers, like you're putting on a layer of paint, you're not doing thin layers enough, or thin enough layers. It's like Hate said, if you think it's thin, thin it again. If you're not putting enough thin layers, you'll wind up blending the paints. The levels of paint will get blended, and you start getting a mush of color together. You know what I'm saying? Looks like you kept them apart pretty good, so that's not bad. But you just want to make sure. Brush, some thin lines. You know what? Did something wrong. Messed up.
Oh, what did you
I made pupils.
You
I made pupils like a human. He doesn't have pupils like a human. His pupils are actually bigger than his eyelids. So we're gonna
remember, there's no mess ups, just critical fails.
I know we're gonna do this.
Maybe I should trademark that.
Huh?
Maybe I should trademark that.
You should. There's no mess ups.
Ooh, let's see, let this dry. You know what? I think that's gonna turn out pretty nice.
Yo, you could get that on a T-shirt, man. That would be pretty sweet.
There's no mess ups, just critical fails.
Yep. Hashtag I'm gonna steal your shit, bro. You better get it done before I.
Already down, brother. My lawyers are already on it. I think I'm done with this one.
We'll try this again. We're gonna do a little bit bigger.
I wish the sword didn't break on him, though. But again, it could be a nice little test piece. So
yeah, there you go. I mean, that's always look at it as a lesson. You can look at everything as a lesson, never fail. Grow. I am fucking good, man.
it's a yellow paint. It's a yellow paint metal. Cujo, it's supposed to be metal, but I tried. Yeah, I tried on it. It is the yellow paint is supposed to be his metal. I don't have a bright enough yellow for it.
With contrast paints, you can actually create that illusion. I don't. That's just, you know what I'm saying. That's the way they were designed. You can make that illusion of metal with contrast. But I don't like the way personally. I'd rather just buy the metal paint.
Yeah. After that wash, you're going to have to let it dry. So start painting on. I could go get my heat gun and let it dry. No, it'll melt.
Yeah, you want to give it like 15 minutes with a wash.
Mm-hmm.
Always, because otherwise you'll start blending that paint, and your wash will pull up your base coat.
Yeah, I found that out the hard way one time.
Fuck, man, do I freaking this motherfucker or what? Let me look at Baby Yoda one more time. Where you at, baby? Baby Yoda. Got some big ass eyes.
Yeah, he does.
Looks like a bald gizmo.
Fun fact: Howie Mandel played Gizmo in the Gremlins. He was the voice.
Howie Mandel?
Yep.
For real?
Yeah.
Nah.
He played Gizmo. He was the voice of Gizmo.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I
Fun
knew I
fact
liked.
of the day.
I knew I liked him.
And now you know. And no one's half the battle. Go
G.I.
Joe.
Joe.
I know, right?
He cracks me. Baby Yoda got that little hair on top. He looks funny as hell. Somebody made that little outfit for him, though. Who made that outfit for him?
I think that's what he was wearing. Yoda's outfit.
I know, but he wasn't born with it. Somebody made it for him. It was a tiny little outfit for him.
Oh, beats me. Well, he's 50 years old. What do you expect?
Yeah, like 50 or 60 or something like that.
Yeah.
You're talking in like a baby. Some kind Let's try it. It doesn't work. Come back to the senses.
Honestly, that was the only model. Wait, hang on. Oh, no. I have another model, but I don't have it. I got another duplicate of him where his sword broke. Not the best quality print because I printed him using. Okay, so I could get better prints with my 3D printer using the slicer that I recommended. Like this is the slicer the printer recommended, and this is the one I use for I use Cura. Like I don't know why. It's like Cura in my printer does not get along so well.
Correct. I'll never talk to you before. All right. Freehand it is. That's the start of the ring.
Ooh, that looks nice.
Hopefully I can replicate it on this side. Always symmetric is always the issue.
Cura is great for supports.
So,
See, the messed up one, this one here, I had supports. I printed it like kind of like this, and it's just the cape and stuff. I don't know. Where this one, I just printed straight up, standing. But again, I'm still learning of, so you know.
Joe, I hope you're watching, man. But look that I'm gonna try and do the same thing on this side here. That's just the start of the people, and I'll get the iris in.
Joe, how long did that model take to print? My guess 4 hours.
How long?
Cujo said 4 hours.
Baby Yoda?
That's just the head, oh.
Right. So I gave him a thicker. I can't remember what this is called, the brown part of the eye, but the outside of the pupil I gave it thicker because I'm gonna actually put the inside. That's gonna be black. But I give myself some space to play with on the inside. It's easier going on the outside and having it black. Joe, I'm sweating, bro. I'm straight sweating right now. Like sweating bullets. I don't want to mess this up.
30 hours for the head?
30 hours? Holy shit balls.
Wow. So I'm looking at it right now. Is that where it messed up? The on the bottom, Joe?
Here?
Yeah.
Well, there was a little bit of a divot here in the chin,
Uh-huh.
but it didn't print, so I filled it with some green stuff. That's what I just did earlier. I filled it with some green stuff and I painted over it. It's not the greatest, so I'll probably do it again one more time before I finish, and then dry brush the rest of them.
Yeah, it does look awesome, though. Oh, wow. We're going on 2 hours of streaming.
Nice.
Yeah.
If you want to cut loose, if you want, just let me know, brother. I'm good. I gotta finish this. I get this. Joe's gonna come get this week, and I want to make sure he has it.
Yeah, I think what time is it? My time. Oh, yeah, my time and your time's the same time, right?
Either way.
Yeah. It's 11:35. I don't have to work tomorrow, but I got to get some other stuff done. So you know what?
You gonna call it?
I'm gonna go ahead and call it. So I cut the head off the body, then I just dremel off the part of the body that was still attached. Oh, so you printed off the whole body? That is freaking sweet.
Wow. Well, where's the rest of him?
Yeah. Oh, he's gonna attach it to like a baby doll or something.
Fair's fair.
It's 11:35. So okay, so Cujo's in the same area as us, or same time zone.
Yep.
Sweet. I want to see pictures of that after you get done with it, please.
Oh, you will. You will. I'm gonna do a video.
No, please do.
I did the first video of the unboxing and stuff, and I talked about it, but I haven't put it up yet because it's scheduled. But I'm gonna do another video when I'm done. And you know, if you don't mind, I'll share your link for this video on my stuff too as well, because I want people to see that I actually.
Oh, go for it. I don't mind.
Appreciate it.
Anytime. Then you know what? We're all about sharing and stuff in this groups.
No.
And I'm all about learning.
I appreciate you. Trust me.
So, well, yeah. So let's go ahead. Let's call it a night, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I knew the second chance was a good one.
Yeah, for sure, man. I'm liking D&D After Dark, bro.
Me too. I think next Friday.
Yeah.
If you're free, drop in. Just let me know.
For sure. All right, brother. And if anybody's available, like Wednesdays, I'm thinking Wednesdays for sure. But if not, I could do Thursdays.
Mm-hmm.
I'll start at 12 and run till about 3. So if anybody's interested, you can jump on with me. I'm definitely up for the conversation and having company. Trust me, it's really it's motivational for you to watch you paint your miniatures. It helps me motivate to paint too. You know what I'm saying? So.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. No. Thank you for stopping by and joining in. I mean, it's just. Like the tips you gave me today was so awesome.
No worries,
and I can
I got plenty more
difference. You know what? I'm more learning.
I'll do that. That's what's up.
So, guys, tune in next week. Hopefully, if I can do it, I'm gonna have a video next week.
Baby Yoda.
Bye, Baby Yoda. I'm gonna have a video next week. Sometimes. I'm sorry I haven't been uploading videos, but. You know how life is when you get busy around Christmas time?
Yeah.
You know, I just poured 70 hours at my job.
Nice.
Yeah, it sucked.
This work, son. Spell check.
Yeah.
Fucking spell check, honey. What's up, Cujo? Spell check, honey.
Spell check. All right, guys. I'm JD. And remember, if you roll a 20, it's not critical. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
0 out.
0 out.